Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator. When we last left off, we had stopped in Salt Lake City doing a no GPS episode, which was an adventure in itself. Today, I have brought the GPS back. We are going to take this excavator west from Salt Lake City. We're going to go to Nevada because I was looking at my game kind of statistics and stuff like that, and I realized I've only been to 3 of the 10 cities in Nevada. That's kind of lame. So we're going to go to Elko, which is about 3.5 hours away, drop this excavator off, and then actually we might do another short delivery or a medium-long delivery. So this might be a double header. It's about, Thursday mid-afternoon now, game time. Going to get there about 6:30 p.m. We should have just enough sleep to be able to do this, and then we'll look for a second delivery. One of the things I was hoping to get while we're in Elko is perhaps an intercity delivery that goes from somewhere in Elko to the quarry in Elko, because there is an achievement that is called Gold Fever in Nevada, and to get that you have to make 2 deliveries to the quarries in Nevada, and one of them is in Elko, and I think the name's a little different because I have the real truck, the real company mods in there, stuff like that, but I think I know what the place is we need to go to. So I'm going to see if there's another short delivery inside of Elko that we can take up to the quarry there to start on that achievement. But if not, then we'll bounce around to some other city in Nevada and hopefully pick up 2 new cities here, 2 short deliveries, back up a little bit, and have some nice chats along the way. This is not the right way to go. Okay. Off to a blazing start here. It's been 2 weeks since I drove. I apologize, I missed. If you are following the episodes here, you know we have Trucking Tuesdays, and last Tuesday we didn't have a trucking episode. This actually might sort this out pretty quickly here if all things go well. All right, let's try to straighten this out now. Okay, I don't normally do this in real life either, but yeah. If you're new to this series, we never have things like this happen. Anyway, back on track now. I totally forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, we'll get out on the highway here, get down the road a little bit, and then we've got a number of things to chat about. I want to talk about the new features in version 1.47. The beta is out. I didn't install the beta. I'm using 1.46. I'm going to wait until 1.47 comes out. But there's a number of interesting features, I think, in 1.47 that will be good features, I think, if you like American Truck Simulator, or Euro Truck Simulator, of course. But we'll chat about those as we get down the road a little bit. We'll get about an hour or so down the highway here, and then let's connect again. We're about an hour down the highway here, and I noticed we've got a photo opportunity up over here on the right-hand side. And again, this isn't part of the game we haven't been to. Let's see what this is here and take a picture of it. I was thinking too, as we've been driving, this is really flat. And what is this thing? Tree of Life. That's cool. Now we do have the movement camera mod here. That looks kind of. Is that art? That's art, huh? Well, let's get a picture of it. Is that a baseball on it? What's that on the top? Are those sports balls? I'm so confused. What is this thing? Where are we? Anyway, the Tree of Life. I'm going to look that up because I'm kind of curious about what the Tree of Life is here in the middle of perhaps one of the most desolate places in the game here. If we take a look at this, there's not much here. So that's kind of interesting that the Tree of Life is here. Cool. Oh, there's a little little oasis there on the right-hand side back there. Whoops. Help. Okay. We're off to a great start. I was doing better with no GPS than I'm doing with the GPS. But anyway, we're back. And as I was driving across this barren wasteland a little bit, I was thinking, and I know I talked about like desired features and stuff like that. I know a couple people way back then have made comments about some features. This particular feature. Please pull in for an inspection. No worries. And there's a question mark on the left-hand side. What is that thing? So many things to explore here. Discovered a new viewpoint, but it's on the other side of the map. Oh well, the road there. Such is life. We won't be able to get that one. But to go back to that feature, one of the things that people had talked about, they mentioned as we kind of went in that episode that talked about 10 kind of wished for features or things like that, or 7 wished for. I forget when we did the episode. But, did I miss it? I'm having... Oh, there we go. We already got it. Okay. Seasons. Wouldn't it be cool? Now, and originally I was thinking, wow, that'd be a ton of work to have seasons in the game. But, you know, there is one person made the whole winter mod pretty much. So how hard could it be, really, to take maybe that winter mod work that's been done. And the one thing with the winter mod that sometimes creates issues is that apparently there's kind of like a greenish type spray that SES uses on different parts of the landscape. So not a lot of times, but a considerable amount of time, now and then as you're using that snow mod, you'll be driving past and a part of the road will be kind of greenish, yellowish kind of thing. Kind of the snow is green and yellow. And that would have to be something that would be fixed. But other than that, the winter mod is, I mean, it's pretty much done. And then it would just be a matter of kind of changing some of the trees. And it'd be neat if there was a seasonal mod that kind of alternated. I was thinking like every maybe a week in game time or 2 weeks in game time was one season. And it could be optional. You could turn it off if you didn't want. You could turn it on if you wanted to. So then, as you played 2 weeks of game time, the season would progress to the next season. Welcome to Nevada. Yes. But that would be, I thought that'd be kind of a neat little feature. And originally I was thinking that'd be tons of work to do it. But I mean, there is that snow mod, right? I mean, how hard can it be? Anyway, we've got about 2 hours left here, making good time across this dry Nevada landscape here. Donald's on the left as usual. And let's check in about another hour or so as we get closer to our final destination. We've got about an hour left as we head into Elko, and have not driven on this road ever in the game before. Again, for whatever reason, I just went around Nevada a lot. And haven't spent much time in California in the game as well, so that might be kind of fun to check that out. And I did see there was rework stage 3 going on with California, basically updating a lot of the graphics in the game. And California and Nevada were the 2 states that were in the original version of the game, I believe. So this was not a DLC. So this kind of probably dates back to at the launch of the game. Although the graphics here, I think with that big was the 1.40 update, really I think made everything look so much better that this is actually a really fun drive. This is kind of wide open spaces, power highways here, lots of interstate driving, and yeah, making good time and stuff like that. It is a lot easier, even though I made 2 wrong turns, well, 1 wrong turn. It's a lot easier to drive with the GPS than without one. What it also is easier to do, it's easier to talk and drive. It took up so much more of my brain to figure out where we were going, especially the European Truck Simulator one where they name every road with like 7 different names. Apparently a lot of, I'll talk about that in Euro Truck Simulator, but apparently that's because they go through many countries, so they have different names in each country based on the national road system, and then they have a European road system. But kind of made sense. And in that episode we went across like 3 different countries, so that's why they kept changing and things like that. We are getting tired in here in game 2, but there is a place for us to stop at the final destination. And I will say I do bypass. Yes, good. I'm sorry I missed last Tuesday's Trucker Tuesday. I had a whole week without an episode at all on the channel, which is the first time I think I've missed a week in a long time. Work and family stuff going on kind of in the beginning of the week that kind of made it busy. But then Parkera introduced me to this game called Big Ambitions. I'm not sure if anybody's played it yet. He actually bought it for me, he gifted it to me. He's very kind of him. Thank you, Parkera, as always, for your incredible kindness. But yeah, he gifted me this game, Big Ambitions, and I might have played just a little bit, like 20 hours in 2 days or something like that, or 30 hours in 4 days or something. So yeah, that was I think I'm good right now. I kind of put it away and said, yeah, I need to kind of set it aside a little bit. I could either like make videos for Elko Discovered 4 out of 10. Yes, I could either make videos for the YouTube channel or I could play Big Ambitions. But it's a business simulator. You start out with like a loan from your uncle and you start this little shop, and it's kind of a hypothetical New York. And then it's a really cool business simulator. It's a lot of fun. I got to the point where I think I had 6 or 7 businesses and was making a steady income, but then the game really ramps up after that, where you just have to make millions of dollars in income. But if you've played it, I'd be curious if you like it and things like that. But it's well done. Apparently it's a very small company, just released it. It's still in early access. They have a roadmap for future development, things like that. But I think I will go back to it. If it is one of those games, every once in a while I hit a game where I just get totally locked into it, and I have to, it's either 0 or that's all I do kind of thing. Well, I eat and sleep and things and work and stuff like that, but every possible free moment gets spent on that game. So it's a good game though, definitely. I'm happy to see the company doing really well too. They're a really small company and they've had some kind of overnight success. It's quite popular here. I'm gonna hit that sign. Nope. Okay, Sparky's Casino. Nice. So right turn here. I hope we get a nice challenging parking assignment here. That would be kind of fun. But we're going to drop this off, and then I'm going to see if we can get some kind of a delivery to the... Got to go over there, back there, behind there, and sleep too. Where's our delivery? Right up here, it must be. Okay, Lenar, there we go. Yeah, I do want to see if we can get a delivery to the quarry here to get that first half of the achievement while we're here. And if we can't, then we'll just go a little bit farther, someplace else. Oh, a little housing place here, a little development. Building an apartment building. Cool. And let's see, we got 90. Sometimes these are really hard, but that looks like... It looks like a fake 90. Like, why is that so hard? It's right in front of us. You can see those white lines right there. Of course, it's like right in front of us. It looks about as simple could be. Why is this a 90? Maybe we're not supposed to kill that guy sitting behind the pipes there too, but I feel like we can just pull right through here. There's the bricks up in front of us, which is going to be tricky, but I think we can slide past it here, right? And just drop it in place. Easy as can be, right? We are almost in line with it now. Right there, if we just back it up and straighten it out. Have we got this? I mean, it is a blind back. We can't really see it, right? Because it's back over there. So I can't see that way. So that's the way we have to do it. But it's right behind us. Let's give it a go here. If I can get this straight now. Yeah, I totally butchered this, didn't I? Yeah, that's not good. But we'll get it in the second shot. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's harder than it looks, isn't it? We need to pull forward a little bit more. And then we can curve it in. Okay. There's probably a better way to approach this than we're doing, but we'll give it another shot here. Trying to do the swing the whole back of the truck in kind of thing. Let's see if we can get it that way. This would be really lucky if we got it. I think we got it. Oh, we didn't? Really? Why not? We are right in this. We're perfect. It's got to give it to us. Come on. There we go. Good. Nice. Not too bad. On the second shot, we are home. Drop this off. That was a fun backup too when all things added up there. All right. So let's get our money for this one and then I'm going to see if I can find another job in Elko to take us to that quarry that's up here to get us halfway to that gold digger. So, I mean, what is this? Some like it salty, 1 out of 8. There's some achievement that we've just started on, but I don't know what it is. And we're almost to level 27. Maybe we can get that in this episode too. I'll be back in a moment. I'm actually going to go sleep and then I'll get a new job and then I'll be back. It's kind of cool. The place where he slept is the parking lot for the diner here, this 50s diner. That's pretty neat. Anyway, we found a job. I couldn't find a job to Elko, back to the quarry there, but I did find a pickup that I think takes us to the quarry. So we'll go up to the quarry and pick this up, and then we're going to city down the west at Winnemucca or something. I might have that wrong. I wasn't paying a ton of attention. We'll know as we get closer to it. But we will go grab this. Where is it? This way. Okay, we're going to head up to the quarry. I think this is where the quarry is because it's on the outskirts of town. We'll see when we get there. We're going to pick that up, and then we'll take it's just 2-hour delivery left, and we will chat about 1.47 on the way there. So see you in a bit. Yeah, so here we are. This is BHP. I suspect this is the quarry. How do we get there? It's all rocked off. Oh, this is kind of cool. To go around this way. Looks like they weigh us in a little bit. And then, how do we pick up our trailer here? I saw it flashing over there. It's got to be in here somewhere. There it is. Looks like. Okay. So we can just go around this way and zip in here. Zip right in, zip right out. How do we get this thing? Wow, that's a tricky little pickup here, isn't it? All right. I think I have an idea, though. We'll get this hooked up, and then we will be... If I can get it to reverse. We'll get this hooked up, and then we will be on our way. Alrighty, backhoe is all picked up, and we are going to Winnemucca. I probably said that wrong, right? But anyway, let's get going here and get out on the road. It's now 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday. We should get there in about 2 hours if I can get out of here. This isn't going to be the easiest turn to make here. That tight area on the left there, we are somewhat snagged, but I think we got it. And I think we can go a loop around here to get out. So we should be out on the road shortly. And this, yes. Ooh, that hit. Ow, that hurt. not my best performance here. I was talking, not paying attention. That was something did a clunk. We go this way? Maybe? It's like a little maze here. This is kind of fun. All right, we scraping the left side there, I think, right? There we go. We got it. All right. I should probably pay attention here. This is a little bit tight wheeling here. This is a crazy little place. You'd think they'd make it a little bit bigger if they're going to have trucks in here. But not necessarily. All right, here we go. Looks like we made it out. Take this corner nice and wide. And there we go, out on the road. So yeah, once we get to the main highway, let's reconnect. It's a beautiful morning here. This is pretty cool looking. We kind of drive through this orangish, brownish kind of morning desert landscape, or savanna landscape. Well, not a savanna, but dry, arid for sure. And here we are. We are out on the highway now. Let's get going. Here. All right, so we're out on the highway, Interstate 80, heading west to Winnemucca with our back-end loader here. And let's chat about version 1.47, which is in beta right now, which means it's probably, what, a week or two away? Maybe not that long before it comes out. There's a lot of features in this one, and I'm not sure if you've seen the list, but let's talk about some of them, because it's kind of, it's always kind of see how the game's kind of constantly evolving for sure. Gas cisterns, so they're basically the gas tanks, the gas trailers that you can take to carry cargo in. Looks pretty cool. That's kind of a whole side of the game I haven't really explored too much. I know that we have two of them. I think there was like a particular kind of unique trailer that came out, and I got all excited about it, and I bought one, except none of the jobs paid really well. So then I said, well, kind of want to make more money than this, so it's somewhere at one of our buildings, maybe our headquarters. It's something, I'm not quite sure where it went to, but then we have the refrigerated one to kind of make better money on. But I really haven't spent too much time doing that, because I kind of like to just pick up the different loads as we're driving around and things like that. But gas station is always nice. There's a whole fleet now, I think, of different trailers you can get. Another feature, ambient sounds, and I've noticed that a little bit already with the game. They feel like they've got some of those in there, but it sounds like this is a major overhaul kind of the existing system, and so it's going to kind of give you a better perception of where the sounds are coming from, and just a lot of different sounds, kind of natural sounds in the game, which should be pretty cool. I think that'll be pretty immersive. And I know that we have the sound mod that we've already got installed that I think does some of those things, so I imagine you probably have to pull that out with version 1.47, because I would suspect it would conflict with that. But we'll see as it goes forward. But that's kind of cool, I think. Another one is adaptive cruise control. So you can leave it on cruise control, and if you get a car going slow in front of you, your truck will naturally slow down for it and then pick up speed when you've got more room more room in front of you. Curious to see how that works in the game. Given how some of the AI drivers drive, I'm not quite sure we'll be using that one. And then likewise, the kind of the other side of that is an emergency braking system, so that if you're going to have a crash, not that we would ever crash, but if you're going to have a crash, I don't know who would do that, the truck will automatically brake, and that's kind of a feature in all modern trucks apparently, and that would be something that should be in the game now. So who knows, maybe it'll help those people who have accidents in the game, whoever they might be. So that'd be kind of cool. And then this one, this might be my favorite one actually, random road bumps. That's pretty cool. So apparently you'll be driving and you're just going to, maybe kind of like we hit in the quarry there, we're just going to hit a random bump in the road at some point, which I think actually that's one of the things, the graphics in the game, right, have gotten so much better that sometimes when you see like a picture on Twitter or something like that, or a screenshot someone's taken, there are times where I'll look at it, especially if it's taken in just the right way, and I'm like, wait a second, is that real life or is that the game? I mean, that's kind of how good the graphics have gotten, I think, in the game, that sometimes it's hard to tell. But on those ones where I'm not quite sure if it is or if it isn't, one way that I can usually tell is by looking at the roads, because the roads are much smoother, much cleaner. There's no garbage on the roads. There's nothing by the side of the road. Like if you were going on an American highway in the US, that whole breakdown lane, it's usually got noticeable like stuff in it. There might be like pieces of tiger, what were those called? Alligators, right? There might be gators there and stuff like that. Be little kind of rocks and stones and like piece of wood or something, or some glass or something. But there's always stuff on the highways in the US, and it's just not the case in the game. You can kind of look to the side of the road and it's perfectly clear. And so sometimes if I'm trying to delineate between a real life game shot or a real life game shot or a real life shot, this makes sense, a game shot or a real life shot, you can look at the roads, and that's the easiest way to tell. But this gets at the idea, kind of adding in random bumps, is that the road surfaces aren't perfect like they are in the game, so let's add in random bumps and stuff like that. Now, the next thing they need is not only random bumps, but random potholes, because we have a ton. Whoa, emergency braking system. Why are you going so slowly, Amazon truck in front of this red truck? But anyway, yes, potholes would be cool, especially if you go back. That's what kind of got me thinking about that seasons thing, because if you had potholes, that we get them in the spring in the United States, at least in northern states, where the freezing and thawing of the road causes the roads to buckle and create all kinds of holes. Potholes would be kind of cool, you know? And then they patch them up in the summer, then they come back in the next spring and everything. Anyway, kind of carried away here. The next thing, I think, actually, this is a feature I did think was kind of cool. They are modifying and upgrading and improving your career history experience. So you'll be able to look at more information, and they're kind of redesigning the layout of it and things like that. So you'll be able to see a lot more information about the history of your career, and they're presenting it in a better way. So I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like, because I don't think the World of Trucks website does a little bit of that, but not a lot. But it would be kind of cool to have more details about, you know, like average distance and stuff like that. I mean, some of that might be here already, but it's certainly not kind of an easy navigation experience to find it and kind of locate where it is and stuff. So that'd be kind of cool. I'm kind of excited about that one. I think that would be good. Custom intros. Here we are, entering Winnemucca. We should get our city found. Let's go. Did I miss it? There we go. Winnemucca discovered, 5 out of 10. We are halfway through Nevada now. Custom city intros, which is apparently, I was wondering about that. It's only if you start a new game with your headquarters in that city. So probably not something you're going to see that much and that often, but kind of cool for sure. This one is cool though. This one is kind of one of those things that for the longest time I've been playing, it's like, again. So when the game updates, right, oftentimes when it's a big enough update, it resets you to your home garage, right? And that means, like, you know, you could be up in Washington, and then all of a sudden now you're back down in Montana. Hey, balloon. Now you're back down in Montana. And then they added after that kind of the quick travel kind of feature, so you can kind of spend $1,000 and travel back to the city you're at for the most part. But now in the game, when the game updates and it chucks you back at your home garage, it's going to give you a free option to travel to a different city, which is pretty cool. That, I think, will make the experience a little bit more tolerable. Wow, this looks hard. They are not messing around in Nevada here with like small places to park. Like, how there's a building right there and we got to drop it in here, and this one's a 40? Seriously? All right, challenge accepted here. Okay, I have an idea though. I think we can do it as a blind back, which means that not a blind back, it's just a left side, off the left side here, which I think should work out. But if we go like this, I've been watching videos on YouTube of real truck drivers teaching you how to park, so I'm trying to improve my skills here. The last one actually wasn't bad, right? So I think if we go like this, then we're going to be positioned for it nicely, right? Oh, wow, that's going to be hard. This is going to be so challenging, but challenge accepted. Here we go. We got to spin it hard, don't we? Almost like got to jackknife it here. And then we're going to hit the outside there. We're too close to the wall, aren't we? By far, we're definitely going to hit the outside here. Okay, rather than screw this up, I'm going to advance. We're going to try to get it. I want to see if I can get it on one shot going backwards. I'm going to pull forward, get a better approach here, and then try it again. We want to be not so close to the outside, I think. Alrighty, here we go. Let's try this again now. We're backed up. This is actually about 15 minutes later in real life. My wife came home with stuff from Costco, so I had to help put it away there. So I think now, looking a little better here. Maybe. Ah, we're off, aren't we? But now we gotta go straight back. Kind of a little crooked. We're gonna mess it up. Darn it. So we'll pull forward here, see if we can nudge it in now. Swing it. I don't think so. Oh, we got it. Nice. That was lucky. That was generous. Actually, I guess we're not too bad. So we are home. All right, our second delivery. And let's see how much we did. We might have gotten level 27 here. Be nice. Pick up another level. 4,000. We should get a new truck or garage here too. Yes, level 28. Excellent. Well, level 27, working to level 28. We are an instructor. Let's get one for fuel economy, just to have one in everything. I don't think it really matters too much for just-in-time delivery and fuel economy at the end here. The 4 big ones here, I think, are the 4 first ones are the big ones, so we'll just pick that up. Anyway, we are back. I hope you enjoyed Trucking Tuesdays. You excited for 1.47? What are you working on in the game? Let me know. I'd love to read your comments, and feels good to be back in the game. A little bit rusty, but we are back. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Extra bonus content. Yeah, I bet not many people will see this. A lot of people probably checked out before we get to the end of the video. There was delivery back to Elko to the quarry. So in essence of trying to get that gold fever achievement, I thought I would come down here and get cut off by some trucks and cars and stuff like that. But what's construction going on here? Okay. I thought I would go try to pick this up. So we have some Volvo wheels attached to the back of the trailer, back of the cab here, and we are making our way back to Elko. About an hour left. We'll see you when we get there. Back again at the quarry. I have a feeling this is going to be brutally hard parking, because it's even hard just, I think, to kind of figure out how to get in here. Let's see what this looks like. 40, really? Oh, maybe not too bad. It's over there. I'm not sure where over there is, but let's give this a shot here. Could be a very challenging parking job. Oh, it's up there. That's not too bad, I think. Actually, that should be okay, right? Because we're just going to pull past it and then slide back into it. Oops, we don't hit that side there. But this looks like you can kind of go straight back into it here. All is well. Let's get straight. This looks rather doable. Maybe a little bit too late. Yeah, a little too late, huh? We kind of messed this up, didn't we? Not doing so well parking today. Second shots have been good, but first shot. Now let's try it. We're hitting on the right side, aren't we? Screwing this up. Okay. Try again. Alright, maybe third time's a charm. We need to cut inside that corner better. So we're not doing there. Now this feels a little better. Still not going to get it. Okay. You're not watching this, right? I'm glad this is extra bonus content that nobody's watching. So you didn't see me screw this parking job up, like, epically here. I don't think that's in. Got it. Finally. Okay. That was not as hard as we made it out to be. I feel like we should have gotten that in the first shot. But extra bonus point content here. Let's see how we did. We'll rack this one up. This should give us that achievement, I think. Is it going to give it to us? This is the quarry, right? Yes. Gold Fever, 1 out of 2. The next one is on the other side of the state, I think. So we'll try to get that one in an upcoming episode and complete that episode. But 1 out of 2 there for Gold Fever achievement. Goal achieved. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching the extra bonus point content too. Bye.